Hello and welcome to the Famous Matches of Magic channel. Today we present Pro Tour Berlin 2008. This is the finals between Mataj Zatjkaj and Luis Scott Vargas, aka LSV. They are playing the Elves mirror in the extended format, but Mataj has the tech of Essence Warden, which makes it extremely hard for the opposing Elves player to combo out. However, LSV is splashing black basically just for thoughtseize. LSV is trying to combo out here, but the Essence Warding is gaining him life for every creature that LSV plays. Will LSV be able to take down his first Pro Tour, allowing him to finally break out on the pro scene to what eventually will be his Hall of Fame career? Or will he have to wait and Mataj take down Pro Tour Berlin? You will have to tune into this episode to find out. If you are new to the channel, we scour the internet for famous matches of Magic from the Pro Tour you can't find anywhere else. Enhance the video quality with AI technology to make them easier to watch. So please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you appreciate all the hard work that goes into these videos. Now, let's get into the action. Starting off here, LSV begins with a Heritage Druid, and Mataj starts off with a turn 1 Essence Warden.
Heritage Druid Essence Warden from Zatjkaj. Essence Warden is a card Scott Vargas doesn't even run, right?
He doesn't. He said in his profile we decided Hive Master and Essence Warden were too slow, and went all in with 4 Summoners Pact and 3 Weird Harvest.
Yes, Weird Harvest is another card that Scott Vargas' version has that pretty much they're the only team that concluded that was the way to build the Elf deck.
Yeah, I didn't see any. I saw one other version that had Ad Nauseam, where these guys had Weird Harvest. But for the most part, almost every other deck I saw had the Court of Calling deck.
Yeah, the dominant version of the deck was Hive Master, Court of Calling. But the super team, they came to Berlin a couple of weeks ago. Scott Vargas and his longtime playtest partner, Paul Cheon. Pat Chapin was on that team. You know, Manuel Boucher really stitched it together as the networker, and then the Ruels and the Guillaumes. So, Guillaume Wafatapa, Guillaume Matignon, Olivier Ruel, Antoine Ruel, just a ton of talent. They've been in Berlin, huddled up. This is the deck they came out with, and Luis Scott Vargas is one match away from that title really cementing his status as a superstar and having that team be remembered forever as having broken the format.
Sure. This is, I mean, people refer to Pro Tour Rome as Pro Tour Academy.
Yes.
Will this be remembered as Pro Tour Elves?
Absolutely. 6 decks in the top 8 is pretty much unprecedented. All 4 of the semifinalists were playing variants on the same Elf combo deck. It's not clear what will happen to Extended once everybody knows about this deck. Once it has a target on its forehead, a lot of people think, yeah, you can beat it if you know you need to, and now everybody knows they need to, but these guys are still playing the deck list they turned in Friday morning, and Luis Scott Vargas has basically no specific technology for the mirror match. He'll be boarding in thoughtseize and hoping that's good enough. So far it has been. He won the mirror match in the semis. 2 turns into this game, we see Heritage Druid from Zatjkaj. Adds that on top of Essence Warden. Llanowar Elf comes down as well.
3 mana. This should be a Visionary. 1 mana.
Elvish Visionary draws a card. Putting a nice board position together, but no card advantage engine yet. Hive Master. I'm sorry, Symbiote.
It looks like he's holding a Glimpse.
Interesting. He's holding a Glimpse and he's holding a Court of Calling. So he's going to go for it next turn, almost certainly. Symbiote.
Probably pick up the Hive Master, the Visionary at the end of the turn.
Yes. That should be enough to go off to the races. The question is, can LSV win now? LSV's got...
He's obviously trying.
Yeah, I think he can sense he needs to go for it. Goes and gets a second Nettle Sentinel. Those combined with the Heritage Druid that's in play I mean, pretty much he's got the mana he needs to cast every spell in his deck.
Does he have the glimpse, though?
Yes, he needs to go glimpse and then start drawing.
I need to keep track of spells. Could you do that? Yeah, no problem. I played
I
2.
don't think he would have summoner packed it there if he did not have the glimpse.
3 green.
There's 3 mana.
Elves on top.
Yep. Third spell.
There's Elves of Deep Shadow. Must not have a glimpse, right?
5.
Obviously not,
Elves
no.
on top.
Yep. Fourth spell.
Can he build up to Regal Force here?
7 mana.
7 mana.
On top.
Another Elves of Deep Shadow. He's got a ton of mana. Is he building up the Summoner's Pact for
He
Regal
is.
Force?
He
That's
is.
about the only thing that makes sense, right?
Yes, he is.
9 mana.
Yep.
Let's go to 8 mana on top.
3 more mana. Yes, Summoner's Pact.
Stay at 9 mana. That doesn't cost me.
Wow.
Okay. So
No glimpse. Just Heritage Druid, double Nettle Sentinel. He's got 9 mana floating.
Well,
This should work.
both spells
He's going to draw 7 cards.
He's going to draw 7 cards. 7's a lot. It's like the average combo deck, draw 7. That was the number, right?
It's like a memory jar.
Pretty much.
But nothing there. We'll see.
Regal Force, he's going to have 3 mana floating and an untapped Nettle Sentinel. Sorry, 2 mana floating and an
I have
untapped
9
Nettle
mana
Sentinel.
right now.
9 mana floating.
Was I right the first time? 3. 3 and a couple Sentinels.
Two left. I cast it. It's another spell.
Nope.
Yeah.
Draw 7.
Yeah, that's another 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see a bunch of creatures. I did not see a glimpse.
Tact.
What are you Summoner's Pact for here?
So,
Pact for
my
Visionary.
3 for my life.
Try to get Visionary Symbiote action going on? Does indeed pact for Visionary. That's 3 Summoner's Pacts, by the way. He has to win now or he's dead. He cannot... Well, God, he actually maybe can pay for them next turn? It's tricky. He's built up a 12-mana debt. Couple Visionaries, though.
Pay 6.
So 1 mana.
Yet another Nettle Sentinel.
4.
4 mana. Now he's turning a profit on mana even with a Visionary.
5. Go to 3 mana. Another one on top.
Yes. 11.
Draw.
Another Visionary.
6. Go to 5 mana.
5 mana.
Symbiote on top.
Yeah, 12.
Yep, there's the Symbiote. That will allow him to pick up a Visionary.
Which is what I'm trying to do here.
Returning him on top Heritage Druid.
Yep, sure.
There's no way to recurse the Regal Force, right? He's pretty much must find glimpse.
On top.
Yep, 13.
There it is! Glimpse of nature.
Right?
Go to 8. Glimpse on top.
Yeah, 14 minus 4 for my life.
Now the glimpse is in effect.
Remember, he's still fighting through an Essence Warden here.
8. Go to 11.
Oh, sure.
Go to 10.
I don't think one Essence Warden is good enough to stop him.
15.
Another Summoner's Pact.
10 right now. Go to 13. Go to 12 on top.
Yep.
Elves of Deep Shadow.
16. Draw.
So he's just drawing. So what is he drawing for? He's drawing for Grave Shot, obviously. He can't. He has 1 card in his deck, which allows him to deal damage and win the game.
Draw.
Depending on the life total versus the storm count, he might need to do that
17.
twice.
Go to
You
16.
wouldn't mind getting another glimpse in here.
No, I think he basically needs to draw his whole deck because he needs the Grave Shot and he
And
needs
Witness it
Eternal
back.
Witness.
Go to 18. Birdstar on top.
I mean, each spell that he plays is +1 to the Grave Shot, but it's also +1 to Zatjkaj's life total because of the Essence Ward.
21.
So pretty much he's going to have to Eternal Witness to win this game.
Yeah. Heritage Druid on top.
Yep, 20. Yep.
And that's what he's been talking about all weekend.
Heritage Druid on top.
Yep, 21.
Draw.
There's another glimpse.
25. Yep. Go to 24.
Yep.
Glimpse, untap.
Yep.
Yep. That's 22.
Glimpse number 2, so
Ah,
it was pretty tight there.
20 dispel.
LSV Regal Force for 7, came up with nothing but a couple of visionaries for card drawing.
27.
Visionary, Symbiote to Visionary,
Sure.
Desperate finally came up with the Glimpse. Now all of his other creatures would draw cards. All 4 Nettle Sentinels means he's making mana every trip through the loop.
29. Go to 27.
And double Glimpse, since about 50% of his deck is creatures, he's definitely an odds-on favorite to keep going and draw the deck. He's got the Grape Shot now, but I don't think it's lethal because of the Essence Ward.
He's just going to find that.
He's got to find Eternal Witness. Oh, but he's got Summoner's Pact for Eternal Witness, so that should do it, right?
Minus.
What life total did Zatjkaj get up to?
Doesn't really matter since almost everything.
That will do it.
To this, if you've gained 1 previous spell, you're taking now 2 for every spell.
The second set of Storm is...
Yep, the second set of Storm gets the job done, and Luis Scott Vargas takes a 1-0 lead. And worked in the quarterfinals against Kenny Oberg. And then Zatjkaj just icing the game with Canonist, getting out to a big advantage, icing the game.
Well, think about watching the Thaler Yuza match, where Thaler wins
Right.
2 games,
Did the same
bracketing
thing.
a fight. He goes, I'm going to win with a 200 power dragon, and I'm going to win with a brain freeze.
Yeah. We are off to the races. Turn 1 Llanowar Elf from Zatjkaj. Luis shows a Llanowar Elf so he can get his Guiltleaf Palace into play untapped, but then he uses it for Thoughtseize. Visionary, Heritage Druid, Essence Warden, and a Forest. Zatjkaj was forced to mulligan. His 6-card hand is perfectly serviceable, but it's 4 dudes, right? No card drawing, no real action. It's funny.
Your turn.
LSV pretty much has to take the Essence Warden there. If he had a different combo engine, I think the Essence Warden might not have mattered, but the way his deck is set up with Grape Shot, it's, too many Essence Warden and Hive Masters, and suddenly he can't win. So on the one hand, he's happy to see a mediocre draw. Well, okay, there comes Symbiote
Your turn.
off the top. Suddenly, Visionary is a little more exciting than it was before. Luis's hand has a bunch of Llanowar Elves, and there's Birdstorm Ranger, and there's another Thoughtseize. Bye-bye, Visionary.
Take 2 cards from you.
Zatjkaj has essentially had his card drawing engine stripped. I wonder, was he right to return Visionary main phase? Like, he wanted to use the Symbiote. He untapped the Elf in order to get that Heritage Druid into play, but as a result, Visionary went in his hand where it was vulnerable to Thoughtseize, rather than being on the table where it's basically no way for Luis to bust up the card drawing.
Right.
I think that's probably a mistake. Really subtle one, but
Well, maybe he felt like he cleared a Thoughtseize, he wasn't likely to have a second one, and he just wanted to get 2 uses out of his Symbiote.
he wasn't going to use it again. But what he got Heritage Druid in play. There's Glimpse.
And the super team knows what that means.
There's Glimpse. Luis has seen his opponent's hand. He believes the coast to be clear. There's no Hive Master threatening to put out cord tokens.
He sees the Essence Warden. He doesn't even have to go through extraordinary lengths to do this.
Nope. There's Nettle Sentinel. That's a mana for Llanowar Elf. And a card.
This one's not summoning. Okay.
Summoning 6 Llanowar Elf still makes a mana thanks to Birdstorm Ranger. Now here's Elves of Deep Shadow. And a card. Taps those 2. Here's Wirewood Symbiote. That'll get a card. And will allow him to pick somebody up to recast him. No Visionaries in the loop yet.
Use Symbiote return.
Looks like he should tap the Llanowar first for mana, right? because that's the best thing to untap is the non-summoning sick Llanowar.
Return this.
So Llanowar Elves gets tapped for mana, untapped by the Symbiote.
Pick up the other elf.
Looks like there's only one elf left in Luis's hand. He's also got his Eternal Witness.
He would love to see.
Second Glimpse. Can he make enough mana to Eternal Witness for it?
No, he needs a Heritage Druid.
Sure.
Play the rooms. Draw.
So, plays the Llanowar Elf, draws Symbiote,
Yeah. Untap.
Symbiote into Birchlore Ranger. So he's drawing a steady stream of elves. That'll keep him going through his library. But he really needs a second glimpse to have any confidence of his ability to dig all the way to Grapeshot. It's like both mana and cards are tight in this draw.
Untap.
Okay, here's Birchlore Ranger. Another card. I think that was a Heritage Druid.
It is a
good
Heritage
news.
Druid, but I don't think he has any more.
Heritage Druid.
Heritage Druid gives him a lot of mana. Ooh, I just saw a red card come off the top.
Oh, but he does have Eternal Witness.
3. Does he have enough mana yet? Nothing's floating. So he can make red and 1, but I don't think the storm count is 20. He can make 3 green, but he's out of creatures.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Eternal Witness.
If he can,
God, he's like 1 mana short. 3 green for Eternal Witness, which untaps the Nettle Sentinel
Glimpse.
and draws him. What did he get?
Birchlore Rangers.
That's good news. Oh, Summoner's Pact he's going to regrow. Sure.
Summoner's Pact.
He's just like 1 Nettle Sentinel short, right? There's Nettle Sentinel. He just needs to generate red and 1. Right now he can generate 1.5 mana. Just needs to turn a profit of like 1 untapped creature, and I think Nettle Sentinel will get the job done.
Draw.
There's Nettle Sentinel.
There's another.
And drew another one off the top.
No, said no.
That should do it. So Nat untaps 2 Nettle Sentinels, draws him a card. Does he have it yet, or
Still
no?
has a Birchlore Ranger in his hand.
So
it's
he can
either
get
count
3
1,
green,
2,
or he
3,
can
4,
get
6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
3 green. Birchlore Rangers. Untap.
3 green and a Birchlore Ranger. That should do it.
Yeah.
Now he can get a red,
How many spells is that?
and he's got the green left. So now he just needs the storm count at 20. What's the storm count at now?
It's right around 17 or 18. I may
5. Go to 4 green. Minerals. Untap.
Llanowar Elf.
Yeah. Well, now we're there. We're there now.
What's the number on the die? Storm count is 16.
Red. Nettle Sentinel. Untap. Using a green.
More Nettle Sentinels. Okay, mana no longer a problem. He keeps drawing creatures.
There's a Visionary.
Go down to 4. Visionary.
As long as he keeps drawing creatures, he'll keep going. He can run the storm count up to 20. 18.
Draw.
2 draws. Creature, Grapeshot, and Louis Scott Vargas is up 2 games to 0. How about that?
Reveals
Louis
the Llanowar
flashes
Elf.
the Llanowar, and once again,
Here comes a
thoughtseize.
There's a Glimpse
Huge
of Nature.
card.
There's an Essence Warden. There's
3
some
lands. Wow, that draw is terrible now that it's been deprived of a
Takes
glimpse.
the Glimpse.
Go ahead.
Essence Warden, sure. Canopy.
Again,
He's in like cycle and try to draw card mode, right?
Goes.
Llanowar Elf comes down. Looks like Luis, just the one land?
Yep.
Yeah, just the one land. So a little bit of a sketchy draw for Luis, but he was able to thoughtseize on turn 1, which buys him infinite time.
Zatjkaj cycled a Horizon Canopy there off of his Birchflower Ranger.
And goes in for the attack. Trade?
Gets that Essence
Get rid of that
Warden
Essence
out of the
Warden.
way.
That thing's annoying. There's Heritage Druid and another Canopy.
Go.
Nettle Sentinel. That guy can block. Your mission is to block, but Luis still on one land. Zatjkaj
Still with
digging
nothing.
desperately. He's gone through a couple of Horizon Canopies. Now he's got a Nettle Sentinel of his own. Birchflower Ranger into Llanowar Elf. Into Elves of the Deep Shadow. Into... Wow, Luis can just play out all the 1-drops in his hand if he wants to. I think maybe he's done. I think he's got more. He may be content.
Return this to untap that.
Well, picks up a Llanowar Elf. Plays an Elves of Deep Shadow. Okay, that's more mana.
Untap.
Here comes another Symbiote.
Return this to untap
Building
that.
up a board.
Yeah, I mean he can pick so many things up with the Symbiote. He doesn't really need creatures in his hand.
Finally.
Just needs some sort of a glimpse, or even Regal Force at this point, right?
Doesn't have the Heritage Druid.
He's got the other one. He's got Birchflower Ranger.
Untap.
There's Visionary. Draws a card.
It's a Symbiote.
There's a lot of mana on Luis's side of the board. That one land draw just exploded thanks to Nettle Sentinel.
Untap this.
And the Symbiotes, they're going to pick up the Visionary and untap a mana creature every time. Throw in Nettle Sentinel, Season to Taste, and he's going to play Visionary like 4 times this turn. And that's even if he doesn't draw a glimpse.
Play this. Untap this.
Look how crisp his operations are. Yeah. I mean, he's like he's done this 1,000 times. Probably because he has.
Third Symbiote. She's gonna properly mark as being used.
Turn this. Untap this.
Picks up the Visionary, untaps Llanowar Elf.
You really get to see what Nettle Sentinel does for you in terms of mana generation.
I think you get to see what Symbiote does for you in terms of mana generation. The Symbiote is the hero right here.
No. I take.
I mean, the Symbiote is
Oh, Visionary?
returning the Visionary to the hand and untapping a Llanowar Elf. I mean, Nettle Sentinel's relevant, clearly. I mean, but the synergy in the deck is really impressive. So, Birchflower comes down. Now here's another Visionary. And is he out of gas finally?
Go.
Plays Guiltleaf Palace tapped and looks prepared to ship the turn. Now he can do all of that again next turn. Zatjkaj is under a tremendous amount of pressure here because he knows, 4 more Visionary activations. Actually, I think it'll be 5 more. Birchflower from Zatjkaj. Yep. Oh, Luis declined to pick the Visionaries up on Zatjkaj's turn. I thought he might just want to pick them up an extra time.
Might want to attack here.
Oh, interesting. Attacking into Symbiote is annoying. Attacking into the Nettle Sentinel is annoying.
You're attacking at the Symbiote with Symbiotes.
Fair.
They might not be though. They might also be
No.
have a. Does he have the green Necro?
What's that, the Regal Force?
Yeah.
No, he was on the play. And he
Yeah, it feels like any Glimpse, any Summoner's Pact is game here.
Like last.
Even Weird Harvest is game, right?
Before you just shoot the long cut.
Well, he's got to worry about...
Okay. Sorry, I.
Does have to worry about Court of Calling.
Is that right? Okay,
Yeah, nothing is fixed about the back if you're warning.
Yeah, that's
for
fine.
game rule violation. Have you received any?
Luis playing extra land?
No, not for game rule violations.
No, not for game rule violation.
I think he did because he laid a.
Yeah, he accidentally played 2 lands that turn. Judge has corrected him and chastised him.
Tell me what you want me to cancel.
He's trying to figure out if he has enough to play the Regal Force.
Is it in his hand? I haven't seen his
I
hand.
thought it was. Certainly does.
Yeah, he has plenty.
Oh, he has Weird Harvest.
Ah,
5
Just
mana.
trying to figure out how much to harvest.
Weird Harvest is XGG.
Yes.
Everybody goes and gets X creatures.
Yes.
Which is funny. For all Zatjkaj's sideboard hate cards, they don't do him any good in his hand.
6 more black. Okay.
So this is game 3. Luis Vargas leads 2 games to 0. If he finishes stitching this win together, he is the Pro Tour Berlin champion. $40,000, 25 pro points,
Using the 7 mana.
a title that will precede his name for years to come.
So both.
Yeah.
5.
Right. He's no longer referred to as former U.S. national
All
champion.
right, he becomes Pro Tour champion, Luis Vargas. And got to put him in an interesting spot in the Player of the Year race going into Worlds, I would think.
We both search R5. Face down.
Started on 14, he wasn't having the greatest season of his career, but
It also locks him in for all of next year.
yeah. All right, Weird Harvest is resolving for how many? What's X? I think it's 4.
Which will be, so that's 5. Probably a couple of Sentinels, a Heritage Druid, and a Regal Force.
Yeah, I would think so. And Zatjkaj just sets his hand up for next turn if a miracle happens, but no reason to believe a miracle's going to happen. Zatjkaj basically needs to have Court of Calling in his hand, or he's just a spectator.
I mean, I think we're at the point where even if he had, well, I guess he could go get an Ether Sworn. Canonist.
Yeah, if he had, he would be.
I feel like he would have.
He would have blown it for Pontiff if he had it.
Or for Canonist.
I would think Pontiff. It's not clear that he wins on board. If he ices the board state with Canonist, I think he loses. I think. So no reason to believe Mataj Zatjkaj has a Court of Calling. He much values his sideboard
We
cards.
could be counting as he goes through the deck there, but
There you get to see what Luis is getting.
I'll go through it. Yeah, okay.
That's the Pro Tour.
Regal Force, Eternal Witness, Nettle Sentinel, and Heritage Druid.
I guess we might as well count spells.
AKA the Fix.
So, yeah, you roll the 5?
Yeah.
Can I him? Okay.
1 mana. Untap.
All right, there's a Nettle Sentinel from Luis.
Untap.
There's another. There's a Heritage Druid. That's now worth 3 mana.
3 mana. Untap.
That's another Nettle Sentinel. No Glimpse. Who needs Glimpse?
Turn this.
Yeah, okay. I don't
Who needs Glimpse when you've got Weird Harvest? There's the handshake. Congratulations, Scott Vargas wins the Pro Tour.
And there you have it. LSV is your Pro Tour Berlin champion. Thank you so much for watching this episode on the Famous Matches of Magic channel. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.